The Amoma Soldiers were formed by who?
It was formed by the famous Mujahid Asari Dokubo.
Okay, so it wasn't the community leadership or local government council, because for some people, like for instance, we have the OSPAC and the rest of them who work with local government vigilantes, MOVs, the MOA local government council put that together, and the rest of them. So how is the operation and what is it like?
Okay, first, good morning, listeners. Their operation, they are absolutely loyal to the federal government because this security outfit was engaged by the federal government, and they gave the security contract to Mujahid Asari Dokubo.
To do what? To
secure certain areas that were flashpoints of violence preceding the 2023 elections. Of course, Nigerians are aware that at the time, in the southeast, it was a no-go area for Nigerians. It was a mess to us. Then if you go to the north, same thing. The Boko Haram of a thing. At the time, they even declared the president wanted. The then president wanted Muhammadu Buhari and all that. So Nigeria was in a state of anarchy at that time, and they engaged him because of his expertise in security. And you know, this private security, people are beginning to give it a different meaning. It's a replication of what is happening in other civilized nations like the Europe, the America. When you go there, you find out that the government engaged private security to build synergy with the conventional security in protecting the lives and property of the citizens.
All right.
It's a replication of what has been happening or what is ongoing in other civilized nations like Europe, America, and all that. And because of the expertise and of security, he has the wherewithal, the knowledge, the expertise in security matters. The federal government under Muhammadu Buhari engaged him to protect not just the Kalabari Road, the southeast, the north, the northern part, and the Axis.
So we have the Amoma Soldiers operating in the north.
Yes, yes.
What parts in the north?
Bauchi, Gombe, from Abuja to Kaduna, the expressway from Abuja to Kaduna, they are there. And then in the southeast, you go to Anambra, you go to Imo State, you go to Abia State. They are all there.
But the concerns there would be the kind of powers many people would think this would be given to an individual if they operate this. Because if a government comes tomorrow and says, we don't need your services,
okay, let me come in there.
So that raises a concern for people that you would understand. So if one person controls this and has his power, he could. What if today he decides that his interest is not this? This is his interest.
Andrew, this people would say outfit was properly profiled. Members of these Amoma and Apapa soldiers were well profiled by the DSS. They have their details, and that's why when people feel they are answerable to Mujahid Asari Dokubo, the Balawan of Kalabari, it is a misgiving. It is the federal government that controls the security outfits, and their stay in securing the MOA Kalabari Road was approved.
So are they recognized
by the federal government?
Are they recognized constitutionally as a security apparatus of the country that allows them the ability to carry arms?
Now they don't work on their own. They work in synergy with the Nigerian security forces, the army, the navy, the DSS, the police. They don't equally usurp their office. They are supposed to give them credence. Now let me say this. They have been securing the Kalabari Road for about 1 year. And since they came, that place has been peaceful. In fact, one of the factors that gave credence to the just concluded 2023 elections was as a result of their presence on that MOA Kalabari Road. You ask me why?
Why? Have arrests been made, by the way? Have they apprehended anyone and handed over to the police?
Anyone, several. In fact, the pocket of insecurity we were experiencing on Diamond Kalabari Road, those young boys that were perpetrating those criminal acts, were arrested and handed over to the DSS, to the Nigerian police force to deal with. They don't take laws into their hands. Once you're caught, they hand you over, because like I said, they are working directly under the DSS. So once you're caught, they give it to the DSS move it to the police.
Do they carry arms?
These boys?
Yes.
Yes, they should, and I am in support of it. Now, of course, you should know how.
Because if there's a law that doesn't allow that in the country, then are they doing it because they were given certain permits by government, or you said that they work with the DSS? Perhaps the DSS gave them certain permits. What exactly would be the idea around it? Because for many other vigilante groups in the state, they are not seen as to be allowed to carry firearms, unless you're saying that the Amoma and Amoma Soldiers aren't a vigilante group.
Nigerians forget so soon how this country was mad with violence. Some elements of criminality took over Nigeria and said they will make Muhammadu Buhari to be ungovernable. They will make the state ungovernable. They will make Nigeria ungovernable. At the time they even threatened the life of the former governor of the state, the IPOB, I mean to say. And so when you see people making sacrifice for the safety and well-being of your state, of your country, that will make our IGRO, our economy, viable, I think they should be commended for their effort.